Titel auf dem PDC können. Aus Stoke-on-Trent, Ian Diamond White. Jetzt wartet die Nummer 1 der Welt. Der Mann, der in diesem Jahr 2018 schon 8 Turniere gewinnen konnte. Der Weltmeister von 2014 und 2017. Herzlich willkommen hier in Saarbrücken, MVG, Mighty Mike, Michael van Gerwen. Im Viertelfinale gilt die Distanz Best of 11 Legs. Man braucht also 6 Legs, um in das Halbfinale einzuziehen. Und der Caller dieses ersten Viertelfinals ist Hugh Ware.
Final session then here at the German Darts Open, where Michael van Gerwen is looking to continue his dominance on the European Tour so far. In 2018, he won the first couple of events, one in Leverkusen, a couple of weekends ago in Munich. But he came a cropper here against Ian White in the quarterfinals last year in Saarbrücken, hammered by Diamond White, and he's met him at this stage again. And in the last 16 performances, Ian White was by far the superior player of this pair. Van Gerwen got himself out of the hole against Alan Taban, and Ian White whitewashed Dave Chisnell. So it could be the day that Michael van Gerwen's run comes to an end, Dan Dawson.
It could be. We're going to have a new name on the trophy, the German Darts Open. Had it for the first time last year. That was Peter Wright, who won it, beating Benito van der Pas in the final. But that ain't going to happen tonight.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg, Ian to throw first. Game on.
And the Diamond averaged 106 this afternoon, as you say. He averaged 104 when he smashed MVG all over the board at the quarter-final stages of this tournament last year, blowing the tournament wide open.
140.
And if he repeats that sort of display, Van Gerwen is going to be tested. He may still have enough to overcome it. He's the world number 1, he's the best player in the world. But we've not seen that from him so far this weekend. In fact, MVG has not managed to hit the 100 average in his opening 2 games.
81.
Paltry tournament average of around about the 97 mark.
Yeah, not been playing his best.
133.
But still winning most things that he enters, Michael van Gerwen. Ian White, of course, a man who's already won a PDC title this year. There's not many of them. Men that have won them, that is, not titles themselves, because Van Gerwen's been scooping most
60.
of them up.
Yeah, he's got 8. And he's not played everything. Missed a Pro Tour weekend the other weekend. He missed half the UK Open qualifiers.
Let's have his first couple of legs go, though, because Ian White has beaten Michael van Gerwen twice in the last 6 years, but each time he has, he's absolutely walloped him.
Wallopings are a theme in this matchup between these two. been a couple of 6-3s, but when you look at the meetings over the last couple of years, then it's been 6-1, 6-1, 1-6, 1-6. There was a 10-1 most recently in the European Championship.
Yeah, and that's 6-0 in that final that Ian White won on the floor. And going favourite to grab himself an early break, though.
82. Michael, you require 72.
Oh, only the ball.
Games
all he needs.
On the first leg, Michael van Gerwen. Second leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
We have seen many times on the Euro Tour Van Gerwen have a slow start to the tournament, but then get better and better and better as it's gone on. And leave with a cheque for £25,000. Looking for a 23rd Euro Tour title in 50 appearances.
180!
White serves up a max in response to being broken.
Well, the last time that these two did have a close game, it was an absolute belter, and it was another heartbreaking exit from a major tournament at the quarter-final stages for Ian White. 7 times he has done that in his career without making it beyond the last 8 stage, and it was at the World Match Play when he took what looked like a commanding lead against MVG and ended up getting slowly reeled in before losing 16-13. That was 3 years ago.
If I go in there leaving 165 with a 140.
43.
But Ian White on a sizable out.
Yeah, but of all those big finishes, 157's a good one.
90.
2 trebles you go for regularly, leaving a double you go for regularly. Not beyond the realms. Just use your imagination. Think of it hitting double top. Magnificent from the diamond.
Ian White. Third leg, Ian to throw first. Game on.
Well called, Dan, and well executed by Ian White. Firing straight back, kicked off that leg with a max. Finished it off in style too.
There will be no whitewash.
98.
Well, MVG will know that he's got a game on his hands. Our commentary position here, the same as last year, is situated backstage, and the players walk past after the matches. And Michael van Gerwen left at this point last year, a man who looked shell-shocked at what had just happened.
$100.
Not because he didn't expect Ian White to produce that kind of display, but usually because it brings out the best 96. In him. He had no answers.
Well, that's it. When you do beat Michael van Gerwen, and particularly if you beat him heavily, and there aren't many people who do that, but you get put on the MVG naughty list, and he makes it his job to punish you.
139.
And he did that at the European Championship, of course, because he beat Ian White 10-1. But oh, 171 to leave 100.
Well, can you get Ian White to visualise this 164 again? Let's see if he can perform the same trick twice.
I'm not claiming credit for that 157.
You should. Your fault he didn't hit that.
94. Michael, you require
I'll apologise later.
Double 10.
90.
This has become a theme this year for Michael van Gerwen, chasing doubles around the board at times.
That's it. I mean, there is no weakness really in Van Gerwen's game, but sometimes he does miss doubles. And it's accentuated because it is Van Gerwen, and it's certainly accentuated when his opponent punishes him like that.
Solid response from MVG. We used to make the point with Phil Taylor. It looked like he wasn't playing well, and he was still averaging well in excess of 100. Michael van Gerwen, it looked like, oh yeah, he's missed a few doubles here this weekend. You look at the double stats from the 8 players left in the tournament, he's top of them.
137.
You know, it's a point I've made this weekend before. It's Van Gerwen, a bit like Taylor used to do.
60.
He posts these enormous averages, and part of it is down to he pins the double first dart. So if you're going out in 13 darts, that's your 113 average. Whereas if you miss a couple and then take it out in the last dart, yeah, all right, there's no consequence on the game because you've still seen it off in that visit. But it's a 15 darter, which is a 100 average.
180.
But Ian White is going toe to toe with the world's best player right now. They're both averaging well over 100. And the Diamond is giving himself a very real chance of getting a break of throw and making it 3 legs on the spin here.
Well, he's putting in the exact same kind of performance as he did last year against Michael van Gerwen. The difference is Michael van Gerwen is playing better.
140.
Now,
Michael, you require 156.
White had that fantastic 157. MVG is not going to clean up 156.
100.
Big
Ian,
chance.
you require 44.
And it's a chance that he's taken.
Ian White.
Ian White has gone 12 dart break, 14 dart hold, 11 dart break. Van Gerwen, to have won any of those legs, had to produce 12 darters. Now we know Van Gerwen can do that, but that's 125 average. That is asking a lot, even for the best player in the world. And Ian White, well, at this rate, the Diamond might be about to take MVG to school in Saarbrücken once again. Look at the numbers.
Yeah, magnificent stuff. Ian White's performance this afternoon was the
96.
one real standout display, wasn't it? It was miles better than anyone else. There were a few dodgy matches.
Yeah, it was a strange situation. Dave Chisnell joins that exclusive club of players who've gone to a European Tour event, won 6-0 and lost 6-0 in the same event.
129.
White on course for a 4-1 lead. It was 6-1 here
83.
12 months ago. He's
58.
got at least half a dozen darts from this 181.
He's not missed a dart double yet, Ian White. Now, we have, on rare occasions, seen players go 100% through a game. But he's putting himself in a position here where, quite frankly, it almost doesn't matter what MVG is doing, because if you're averaging 110 and you're not missing any darts at double, you're going to beat anybody.
96.
I think.
Ian, you require 59.
Let's see if he can continue his perfect run on the doubling.
Games on the 5th leg. Ian White.
Not doing anything wrong.
– 100.
A 4-1 lead against a man that when he does beat him, he beats him well.
Wallopings. That's been the theme of these encounters. Yes, usually it's MVG dishing them out, but not always.
60.
The 2 wins that Ian White has had in recent times over Van Gerwen have been 6-0 and 6-1. And 6-0 was in a final. 6-1 was in a quarter-final on the Euro Tour in front of 3,000 fans right here. It's not as if Ian is doing these in games that don't, you know, little second-round encounters somewhere.
And White himself was bitterly disappointed not to be able to back that up and go on and make the final and win the tournament eventually. And
100.
he's got the chance to put that right.
140.
Van Gerwen leaves 165 again. He's rattled. He's not thinking clearly. The times when you're 4-1 down against a player averaging 110, they're the ones where you have to keep making sure you leave finishes to give yourself every single opportunity.
95.
And in the end, it doesn't matter.
$48.
Well, he's all over the place there, and that might matter. If White can rattle in something big here, it puts a ton of pressure on a potential ton plus out for Michael van Gerwen.
100. Michael, you require 170.
I said not quite enough, but he has taken out 157 in the match.
97.
And he's going to get a shot
you require
at 146.
146.
Well, this would just be silly if this went.
$95. Michael, you required 20.
Chasing them around.
10.
And he hasn't found the target with 3 darts in hand. 4 missed to win this leg. And Michael van Gerwen
you require 51.
on the cusp of another walloping. White wants this for 5-1.
Single 19 leaves double 16. And Michael van Gerwen, who has had the Euro Tour in a vice-like grip in 2018, winning the first 2,
Games on the
is surely losing grasp on it now.
Yep, it was the first time he missed a dart double, but it didn't matter, because Ian White cleaned it up in that visit, and now he's serving for the match and to inflict a bout of darting deja vu on Michael van Gerwen, a recurring nightmare against Ian White in Saarbrücken.
A white mare.
100.
Well, he might be feeling pale again when he leaves. He might be leaving in a couple of minutes.
135.
104 average. Deja vu all over again. What has happened? What year is this? Is this 2017?
100.
What's happened is, once again, Ian White has outplayed Michael van Gerwen.
Ian White said earlier on this year, these are the tournaments he expects himself to go and win now. He hasn't got a Euro Tour under his belt. He has a whole load of PDC Pro Tour titles, but he doesn't have a big stage one. And this Euro Tour circuit is ideal for Ian White. He has made a final, but you've got to go way back.
100.
Way back to 2013. No, 2012, in the very first year when he was beaten by Adrian Lewis in Sindelfing in the Glaspalast.
60.
That's not enough. 2 visits from 201 for the Diamond to once again batter the world number 1.
Peter Wright knocked out last night by Max Hopp. Is Michael van Gerwen going to suffer the same fate this evening?
60.
Only 60.
$100. Ian, you require
well, it will be some way to do it.
Well, this will put the pressure on, because MVG, his finishing has not been up to scratch.
Michael,
7 attempts at doubles, he's only hit 1.
Games on the 7th leg. Michael van Gerwen. 8th leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
Well, he has a throw in this one, but Ian White will feel he's going to get his chance at some point. He's going to give himself his chance if he carries on playing in the same vein. Michael van Gerwen's already, well, at least unlocked the door.
We said this afternoon, when Alan Tabban was 4-2 up on Michael van Gerwen and had him on the ropes,
60,
that might be the only chance that MVG gives the field for them to beat him. Oh, not your favourite, Michael.
61.
Oh, dear me. Well, I don't think MVG has particularly given Ian White a chance to beat him here. Ian White has just manufactured one by being incredible. When White was going 3 and 4-1 up, MVG was still averaging nearer 110 than 100.
It may look like in this leg he's giving him a chance, only down 400 after 6 darts, but to get in this position, Ian White has outplayed him.
Yeah, he's been superb.
100.
And he's stolen the darts here, Ian White. And surely there's going to be a chance at some point in this match, possibly multiple chances, for Ian White to have a dart for him. And his finishing has been such that you expect him to take it. Because that is 180 number 3 for the Diamond to leave him on 1-2-1 for a spot in the semi-finals.
140. Ian, you require 121.
May get a dart to do it here. Beaten MVG 6-0 before. He beat him 6-1 here last year. Wants the bullseye for a 6-2 win tonight. And Michael van Gerwen once again absolutely demolished by Ian White in the quarterfinals of the German Darts Open. Look at that, 106 average for Ian White, even better than what he produced 12 months ago. An absolutely dazzling display from Diamond White. He moves through to tonight's semi-finals. He's the first man there. We'll have a new name on the European Tour Roll of Honour for 2018. Will it be Ian White winning his first? He'll take on the winner of our next match. That features Michael Smith and Mervyn King. But this moment belongs to Ian White, and we're going to hear from him now as MVG leaves the German Darts Open.
Und man hat irgendwie das Gefühl eines Déjà-vus. Als hätte ich es schon mal gesehen. Congratulations, Ian. I mean, that is amazing. 1 year ago, you beat him 6-1, now 6-2, and you played incredibly good.
Well, you know, Michael, you know, he missed a couple of doubles there and I had to take my chance, because if you don't, he's just going to punish you, and I took my chances. He missed a few doubles and 6-2.
At the end, you know, when you're up, even though you're up 5-1, there's always a chance that he will come back, right?
Always, always. You know, you can be 5-0 up and you still don't know you're going to win it, but you've just got to focus, and that's what I've been doing. Focus. And the 1-2-1 was nice. Practice with Michael Smith at the moment when we're at home. Take a lot of the ball finishes out, and that helped tonight.
How important was the 1-5-7 in the second leg to really come into that match?
Well, yeah, because if I wouldn't have took that out, I'd have been 2-0 down, and I'd be chasing it. So, yeah, the 1-5-7 was nice. And like I said, the finishing that me and Michael have been practicing, you know, it just paid off this weekend.
Yeah, so what's possible this night?
Who knows, eh? Last time, you know, I lost the next round in the semi-final, but who knows? You just take each game at a time. Could be my practice partner next, Michael Smith, couldn't it? But hey, you know, we'll take whoever comes.
Okay. See you later. Thank you very much. Ian White. Der sagt, Michael hat natürlich ein paar Chancen da ausgelassen. Und du darfst dir vor allem niemals sicher sein,